Greetings YouTube, Yoda123 here, and I am back for another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. And in this episode we're going to begin dealing with some optional stuff. But before we start that, we're just going to progress the story ever so slightly, just so we can pick up Redus. So when you're ready, you want to talk to this guy here. And yep, we want to enter the manors.
Ships in the water. Send fishing dories if need be, I care not. Gloss-head engines are as good to us as sky to a fish. Leave what boats have foundered. I want souls saved, not driftwood. Our armada ran afoul of bad water near the Ritterana cataract. All engines stopped a sudden. Becalmed. Trouble with a mist thick as death, it seems. Those seas are yacht. I expected airship trouble, not a fleet foundering amidst the waves. Tell me of what happened in Girovegon. From the lay of your eyes, I measure all did not go well. Cid. Was he false, as I feared?
Yes. But we may have caught a glimpse of his true intent. We may now know what it is that Cid searches for.
So the day-affected Nithosite was only a fragment? And these Ocurii I know not and care to know even less.
If we strike this Suncrest with the Sword of Kings, no new stone may be born. We say the Suncrest is the source of all Nethosite's power. If we might break it, the Dusk Shard would be as a thing lifeless. As for the manufactured Nethosite, who can say?
There is another way. We used the Treaty Blade to cut a new stone from the Crest. Use that to fight the Dusk Shard and the manufactured stones.
Would you like to know the best use of Nethosite? Will or nil, I'll tell you. You pick it up and throw it away.
Either way, we have to find the Suncrest first, right? Don't we? Across the sea, and a tower on a distant shore. Redus?
Familiar words, Vaughn. I saw something of the sort written in some documents I chanced upon during my visit to Draklor. The Naldoan Sea, the Ritterana Cataract, and the Pharos Lighthouse. I sent my fleet to fish out the truth behind these words, and caught trouble.
Then proof is ours. This lighthouse on the Naldoan Sea is the tower on the distant shore. The strong mist that becalmed your ships is a grimmer yet clearer sign than any we might hope for. The Suncrest is there.
All well and good, but how do we get there? Those seas are in yacht, as I recall.
Try putting this one in your ship. 'Tis a skystone made to resist yacht.
More spoils from the Draklor labs, is it? Why not use it yourself?
That's just the thing. My ship's a Bergerben model, it will not work. But, should it fit the Strahl, she'll fly in yacht. Lady Ash, I would accompany your highness, if you do not object.
I am in your care. But tell me one thing. Why do so much for us?
The Nabudis Deadlands.
Nabudis was your home?
Nay, but a memory forever burned in my heart.
So we now have Redus in our party as a guest party member, which is why I wanted to progress the storyline for a second. So the Pharos is where we'll be headed next in the story. But for now, we're going to progress with some optional content. So, in this episode's optional content, you want to make your way back to the Garum Scythe Waterway, which I will do as soon as I can get to the teleport save point, which is just down the other end here. Ooh, actually, I wonder... as I thought. Also, if you come back to this merchant at this point in the storyline, you will be able to access Arise, Shock, and Gravaga. Now, Arise is a very useful spell, and in fact, I'm actually going to go ahead and set that up now, because what Arise does is fully restores the HP of one KO'd ally and revives them. So I'm going to have to go and unlock that on the license book, because apparently I haven't unlocked it yet. God knows why. There it is. I'll go ahead and unlock this one as well, actually, so we've got all of them. There we go. So it's a lot better than the standard raise ability. So we'll go ahead and trade our raise ability for a rise. And I think we'll do the same with... oh, she hasn't got it available to her yet. We better sort that out. I know I've got a lot of license points I need to spend here. Or that I should spend. Truth be told, I just haven't got round to it. But I have done a bit of level grinding off camera. All my team are now in their 40s. As you can see, some of them are actually in their 50s now. There we go. Right then, where were we? Oh yes, the save point. Let's go. Now, once we get to the Grim Scythe Waterway, there are two things that we're going to cover. The first is a optional boss slash Esper, and the other one, or the other thing that's down there that we want to get our hands on, is another piece of the pendant that we picked up from one of the hunts earlier on in our playthrough. And we're going to need to get all three bits of this pendant in order to access another Esper later on. So when you're ready, if you're following my guide and you're following me, then follow me to the Grim Scythe Waterway. Now, in order to get to the Esper, you do have to tinker with the floodgates, but I cannot remember what order you have to open and close them in. So, and I hate to do this to send you on to another guide, but I know for a fact that Fuzzfinger has already done it, and he does have a video with all the combinations in it. So, if you're wanting to know how to get access to the Esper, because it is a bit of a pain in the arse, then just consult his guide. It is in there. Right, so once you've worked out the combination and you've opened the right gates, you will want to make your way through, I think it's this one. Is it this one? No, it's not this one, it must be the next one over. Oh, hang on, we're too far over. It's that one. There we go. So... tell you what, actually I'm going to turn that off now. You want to make sure you're at normal speed for this battle, and the reason for this being is because there is a HP draining buff in the field. So when you're ready, you want to make your way down through here. The door will shut behind you, unfortunately, so you can't get back out. Once you go in, it's an all or nothing. Now, this, like all other espers, he will be accompanied by mobs. In this case, it will be flans. So you'll want to start the fight by de-spelling, because he does have protect and shell and all that lot on him, including haste as well. Also, if you've got ribbons, I suggest using them, because he does also have the ability to use disable, and he also has the ability to use immobilize. So I'm going to go ahead here and get a mist out straight away off the bat, just purely because we want to get rid of these flans as quickly as possible so we can focus purely on him. Now, I did do a test run of this off camera without Redus, and I almost beat him. The only thing that screwed me over was when I first went into battle, I forgot to take 4 times speed off. And with 4 times speed in, my HP dropped so much quicker because of the HP drain barrier. So let's see how good a mischarge we can get out. I've actually started off with the wrong team as well. I should have pulled Fran out, but it's all good.
No holding back.
Damn, too slow. I think I targeted the wrong target as well. I did as well. That's a little bit annoying. Right, Fran's out of the way. Let's get our heavy hitter out there. Just in case we need. Just going to prioritise the healing over hitting, I think, just so we can keep our HPs up. That's not going to help the situation. Let's see if we can't do something about that sap and poison, because if we're working against sap and poison as well, we are in trouble. That's one down. So in this fight, it's very important that you keep an eye on your HP at all times, because, like I said, there is a HP draining barrier and it drains your HP incredibly fast, and then with the flans putting poison and sap on as well, it speeds it up even further, so you've got to be so careful. I'm not going to lie, this is one of the most annoying fights in the game. I mean, the last time I killed him on my offline profile, I was a lot higher level than what I am right now, I've got to admit. Oh, another thing to warn you of, there's an ability that he has where basically he sends all your HP over to MP and instantly, or yeah, near enough instantly KOs your character, so just bear that in mind as well. Let's see if I can't get another mist out here somewhere. I'd like to try and do away with these flans before they interfere. Oof. Well, it wasn't too bad. Unfortunately, I didn't get an area attack off, which is slightly annoying, but we'll roll with it. Now we've got ourselves a bit of a problem here. All our party members have been disabled, all bar one of them, which means now they can't do anything until that disable wears off. That's a bit of a pig. I'm really hoping he's got, yes he does, beautiful. Yes. First things first. Come on. Damn it! Oh, that's so annoying. Let's try and get another mist off. Failing that, I'll try and raise some of our other party members, I think, while the others start wailing on him. So we may or may not pull it off this time around. We could end up dead. We'll see how things go. But I'll try my hardest here to finish the job, I think. Oh, I've targeted the wrong bloody target again. That's really annoying.
Here she comes.
So unless I get an area attack off now, we're going to do sod all damage to the main boss. That's really annoying. Nope, couldn't get any further. Got a 5-hit combo though, so might be able to get an Inferno out perhaps. Ooh, white out. Right, let's see if we can't get our backup party up and running. I'm not going down without a fight. Yes. Wrong one. Actually, there is one thing you could do for me quickly, Van. Right, have we got any mischarge left? Only Belfier left. Okay. Oh, actually there is one thing we can do here as well, is get Redus back up. Come on Redus, up you get. Oh, he's starting to heal himself now. That's not helpful. It's Belfier that's still got a mist left, isn't it? Let's see if we can't get him back up. Yes! I was going to say, give me something to work with here, come on. Well, if nothing else, this video will demonstrate just how big a pain in the arse this guy is. Oh, damn. Inferno! Oh, we took a chunk out of him. We've almost got him. Oops, wrong spell. Oh no. We have a slight problem. Oh no, I've got it covered, it's fine. Come on, get it off, thank you. Come on, we're going to finish this. We are not going to lose now, not after we've gotten so close. Redus, get up. Hey, we got him. Just. Whew. Like I said, if nothing else, this video will tell you just how big of a pain in the butt he is. Second of all, I cannot believe that something so ugly looking is actually a blooming Esper. I mean, the first time I came across him was in the trial mode, and I didn't realise he was an Esper at the time. It was only when I started looking through the guides trying to find out where the remaining Espers were, because I was missing a few, that I realised, and it was like, oh. I believe it's trial 41 that you face him, or somewhere around there anyway. Right, let's get rid of this map for a minute. I'll put this back on now as well. Right, so that's the boss out of the way, and a new Esper added to our collection. So now we're going to make our way back towards the where we started off. And now we're going to get our hands on the medallion. So I'll just turn the map back off again, and I'm going to take the 4 times speed off a second. And I will just restore all my characters as well. Right, so first things first, we want to turn this one off because we need all the lights off. And then first thing we need to do is when this cutscene is done is we need to go ahead and close number 11. So we'll go ahead and do that now. And this is why I wanted to do the summoning first, because I knew it would shut those gates off and I wouldn't be able to get to it. Next we want to reclose number 4. What? Oh. I didn't realise that was still open. Well, closed rather. Right. Where were we? So now we want this one. Then we want to open the 11 one. So next we want to close number 3. And then finally, and this is the last one, we want to open number 4. Now that we've done that, if we make our way around the other side here, in theory, the pendant that we are after, or a piece of the pendant, should be around here somewhere. That's interesting. Should have been around. Do you know what? I think that floodgate being on at the beginning screwed things over. Let's start again. I think because I forgot to turn this one off before I started, I think it screwed the combination up. So I'm going to just quickly go through the combination again. Right, let's try this again. So it's open 4. Close 11. I think, hang on, wait a minute. Oh, hold on, I've done this in the wrong order. I need to close them all and start again. Ugh. Sorry about this, guys and girls, I'm getting myself muddled. I had the combination for this one written down, but I've just realised that when I wrote it down I had one of the waterway controls open. Well, one of the lights was on and I had to close the lights off first before I started, so I need to actually start from not my first set of notes but the second set. So I've just confused myself, I do apologise. Right, so it's... I will get this right this time. So it's close 11. Close 4. If only we could skip these annoying little scenes where it's opening and closing the floodgates. Open 11. And then we want closed 3. And then finally we want to reopen 4, and that should give us the pendant. Hopefully I've done it in the right order this time. Or so I hope anyway. Well, something just made a noise, so I think we might have just got it. Let's have a look. There it is. Beautiful. We now have the dull fragment. So that concludes everything I wanted to do down here in this episode. And I think I'm going to bring the episode to an end here. We've covered quite a bit and it's gone on for quite a while. And I will catch you all next time. So I hope you'll join me next time for more optional content. Or if you're waiting for me to continue on with the story, you may be waiting a little while. But yeah, so if you've enjoyed what you've seen today, then hit that like button, let me know in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are on that annoying boss fight. And I'll catch you all next time. I'm going to go off and get some lunch now. Bye bye for now.